Joining us now, Speaker of the House, California Representative Kevin McCarthy. It's been great to have you on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. But it was noted that I think yesterday morning you sounded pretty pessimistic, and it was a real change in tone after the meeting. What happened exactly? Can you give us any insight into that?
Well, the difference is our meetings before were staffers of the four leaders, and there was no time that we were going to get an agreement continuing that way. What we really have to do is what every time before was able to do. The president should appoint either himself or people from his administration to negotiate directly with myself, something that Mitch McConnell has said, something that President Trump did with Nancy Pelosi, with Bush and Obama did before. That is a structure that could actually find a way that we can come to fruition. The challenge here is the president waited 104 days till he came to this conclusion. Look, I went in February 1st. I said, no new taxes and no clean debt ceiling, but everything else is on the table. I want to be reasonable, I want to be sensible, but more importantly, we want to be responsible. And he ignored us, said we couldn't have a negotiations. Now is the final time that he finally admitted we're going to negotiate, and we have a structure to negotiate. The problem is the timeline is very short, but Republicans are the only one who have passed a bill to limit, save, and grow, to raise the debt ceiling, and actually make the economy stronger.
What do you think the final bill looks like, Mr. Speaker? And we asked Leader Jeffries about the 2-year spending caps that Democrats would seem to be amenable to versus the 10-year that you're insisting on. What does a compromise there look like? I did the math. That'd be 6 years. 2 plus 10 is 12, right? No, in between it'd be... Whatever. You're not going to get that from the Democrats. What would you be satisfied with? What do you think they'd agree to?
I'm not going to sit and negotiate with you. We started last night already in the room. Look, we could be really sensible and responsible about this. How much is too much? You're sitting almost at a $32 trillion debt. Your debt is now larger than your economy. You're going to pay more in interest in the next 10 years than you paid in the last 80 years. We can no longer ignore this problem. Whatever agreement we come to is not going to solve this because we're not tackling the biggest items. But we have to put a trajectory that we're actually curving the spending level. And we've got to be ability to build things in America. So what I'm looking to, and where the Democrats say is draconian, we're talking about spending limits of what we spent 5 months ago. They think that's draconian. We're talking about work requirements that bring people out of poverty. And remember, this is only on able-bodied people at the certain age that have no dependents. Otherwise, what you're saying is you want to borrow more money from places like China to pay people not to work. I want to get people back into the workforce, help the supply chain, make us less dependent upon China, and let's curve this inflation by bringing back money that is simply wasted. We spent billions of dollars on COVID, money that hasn't even been spent, and they're arguing about bringing that back when it sat there for 2 years. That's the difficult part here. Even the most common sense things become so difficult for Democrats to make a decision on.
Speaker McCarthy, we just had Hakeem Jeffries on. You may have heard what he had to say on some of those things. We pushed him a little bit on that very issue, just the idea of work requirements. He says it's a non-starter. You say that, look, there's a red line that's drawn here that has to happen. So it sounds like while there's certainly a negotiation that's taking place, that's clear, that's good news. It sounds like you all are making progress. It sounds like there are still some pretty hardline issues where both sides are kind of digging in.
Look, I have never said we weren't going to have a difficult time here, but I was always going to be responsible. Remember what I did back from February 1st. Remember going to the stock exchange. I have tried to tell the American public we have a problem and we need to negotiate. The other side believed that you should never negotiate and just lift the debt ceiling. We know that's not responsible. So now we're sitting down. The president, as a senator, voted for work requirements. We've watched in Wisconsin just a couple months ago when the Democrats had a very big night. They voted for work requirements by 82%. And work requirements only go to those able-bodied people with no dependents. You could be in school and be waived. You could be looking for a job and be waived. But what we found with every statistical data, it helps people get a job. It helps our supply chain. It helps the economy and the individual even stronger. And that's what we should be doing.